Attention, Taurus, incredible changes are coming. There are 12 years of karmic luck on the horizon, a period that promises to be a turning point in life. From May to June 2025, representatives of this zodiac sign will have a unique opportunity to catch luck by the tail, a once-in-a-generation chance. The universe is preparing to open the gates leading to prosperity and well-being. Easy money, fateful meetings and love stories, devoid of pain and betrayal, are already knocking at the doors of those who are ready to accept them. This is not just an astrological forecast, but a real opportunity to break out of the band of failures and forever forget about financial difficulties, longing and loneliness. All blessings will be presented as if on a platter with a blue rosary. The main thing, do not doubt and boldly go towards change. Those who miss this chance, risk losing the opportunity to live 12 years in prosperity and happiness, remaining in the shadow of those who dare to plunge into the stream of good fortune. On April 13th, Venus in Pisces begins its karmic orbit, which means one thing for Taurus: it's time to get what you've long dreamed of, but haven't had the courage to even hope for. In Pisces, the home of magic, intuition, and healing, Venus is working at maximum efficiency, removing all obstacles and preparing the golden keys to a happy destiny for Taurus. The most favorable period will be in May, but it is important to remember that the universe will not repeat its generous gifts. Prepare for changes, because your life will never be the same again. The astrological sky is whispering to Taurus about the coming changes, foreshadowing exciting meetings and momentous events. The third house of the horoscope, like a beacon, attracts in the life of Taurus people who can radically change their outlook and life path. The theme of liberation from the bonds that have long burdened the soul is in the air. Taurus women, whose hearts yearn for freedom from relationships that constrain their development, can safely trust the universe. It will not only support their desire for independence, but also open the door to a new, mature and unconditional love. Venus, passing through the sign of Pisces, endows Taurus with a special magnetism. They are able to charm even the most hardened skeptics, making them believe in miracles. And these miracles are not just fairy tales, but a real chance to embark on a new, 12-year path to long-awaited happiness. On May 24th, Saturn will enter Aries, marking not just another transit, but the announcement of a karmic amnesty for those who are ready to act. For Taurus, luck smiles not for past merits, but simply by birthright under this sign. The very fact of belonging to this sign of the zodiac gives them the opportunity to take the maximum from life. The financial sphere of Taurus is experiencing a period of unprecedented rise. Such a ride of generosity for representatives of this sign was not long ago, and is unlikely to be repeated in the next 12 years. The seventh house of the horoscope turns into a stage where new contracts unfold, large deals are made and acquaintances with people who are ready to lend a helping hand and forever take Taurus out of the zone of financial instability. Attention, Taurus. Changes are coming that require maximum concentration. After the expected removal of economic barriers on the world stage, the representatives of this zodiac sign will face a cascade of tempting offers that can stun those who are not ready for the rapid development of events. However, there will be a moment of triumph for prudent Taurus. There will be an opportunity to make favorable decisions, make promising deals and launch large-scale projects without hesitation. Financial flow will literally rush into the hands of Taurus, and in such volumes that even hardened skeptics will doubt the reality of what is happening. There comes a period when such valuable qualities of Taurus, such as endurance, hard work and frugality, no longer be the determining factors of success. Welfare itself comes to meet you, requiring only a willingness to accept the gifts of fate without unnecessary reflection on the merit. On June 6, the planet Mars will enter Leo, which will be a powerful impetus for the professional sphere of Taurus. The third house of the horoscope will turn into an arena where, for the first time in a long time, the representatives of this sign will be able not just to save their resources, but to multiply them, receiving dividends that previously could only be dreamed of. The energy of the sign of Leo will endow Taurus with stage charm, power and the ability to spectacular demonstration of their achievements. Taurus, known for its modesty and dislike of publicity, in this period will have to change the role and try on the image of the royal lion. It's time to step out of the shadows and show the world who is the real professional, leader and owner of your financial well-being. Imagine 4 options for a radical change in your professional life. The first is an unexpected offer to take a senior position, which previously dared not dream of because of natural modesty. The second is the triumphant recognition of innovative ideas that have long gone unnoticed. The third, a bold transition to a familiar, but frightening its unpredictability of the sphere of activity. And, finally, the fourth, the creation of his own business, where profit depends not on grueling labor, but on the ability to set the right price and create excitement. However, the astrological influence is intensifying. On June 7, the planet Mars, in the sign of Leo, activates Maca, a karmic constellation endowed with mystical power beyond rational explanation. This means that an invisible but powerful tool for attracting success and luck is at your disposal. The usual methods of work, persistence, practicality and monotonous labor, will give way to internal energy, which, like a magnet, will attract the right people, promising projects and financial opportunities. But this coin has a flip side. Envious and ill-wishers have always been, but in the period of karmic luck their influence will come to naught. Fate itself will take care of them, eliminating the need to enter into an open struggle. The main thing is to recognize those who weave intrigues behind their backs. And here you can expect an unpleasant discovery: the most insidious enemies are those who hypocritically smiles in the face. Colleagues who have been pretending to be well-wishers for years, relatives who supposedly wish you well, and old friends who constantly belittle your accomplishments. These hypocritical characters will reveal themselves, as if the veil falls from their eyes, and the true face will become apparent. The most amazing thing is that no action will be required. Karmic mechanisms have already been launched to eliminate these people from life. There is no need to waste energy on fighting. The constellation of Leo and Mars in Maca will clear the path to success on their own. Taurus is entering a period when the main obstacle to success is those who seek to keep them in a familiar and safe comfort zone. Representatives of this sign of the zodiac need to resolutely cast aside all doubts and move forward with indomitable force, like an angry bull rushing toward its goal. June 13, when Venus enters the nakshatra of Bharani, will be a unique opportunity for Taurus to gain all-around protection and get the retribution they deserve for all past trials. This is not just about petty detractors or envious people, but also about those who have secretly harbored evil intentions. However, their devious plans will fail, because the karmic boomerang will return to them with great speed, leaving no time for resistance. Bharani Nakshatra symbolizes those who have an amazing ability to survive in the most difficult situations and overcome any difficulties. Taurus, in turn, is characterized by resilience and the ability to hold a blow, which allows them to stay out of trouble when the rest of the zodiacal circle is engulfed by turmoil. Currently, the 9th house of the horoscope of Taurus becomes a zone of complete renewal, where there is a cleansing of all the negative and dark that was present in their lives. While others have their fortunes crumbling and opportunities closing in, Taurus gets a chance to enjoy 12 years of complete triumph, causing envy in those who once tried to harm and ruin their lives. Taurus is a zodiac sign that has the gift of restraint, but at the decisive moment, it is able to fight back against detractors, throwing them into complete confusion. Surroundings will be amazed to learn who secretly wished the representatives of this sign collapse. It is possible that some of these ill-wishers could even try to put a spoil. But enough to keep silent. Taurus should get rid of the negative influence on their own, resorting to 3 ancient physical conspiracies: using salt and water to neutralize negative energy, using silver and mirror to return evil to the sender, as well as with the help of whispers addressed to the waning moon to break all mental connections and evil eye. On June 26, Venus moves into the Critic's nakshatra, making Taurus virtually invulnerable. The 7th house reveals its secrets, and the guardian angel of Taurus comes out of the shadows. If the representatives of this sign are still haunted by the fear of poverty and black streak, then in a dream they can appear 5 signs that cannot be ignored: a white key in the hand symbolizes the exit to new opportunities, a red thread on the wrist, protection from new debts, a ladder up without steps, a sign of support from new connections, a gold coin on the ground, a symbol of an unexpected influx of cash, And an apple without a wormhole, a warning of envious people, which should be regretfully get rid of. The undiscovered talents of Taurus finally begin to manifest, and their material independence becomes a reality. They have 12 years of success ahead of them, and no one will be able to interfere with their prosperous life. Venus is preparing for a momentous event, entering Taurus on June 29, which promises a period of total reset and renewal for Taurus. This is a unique phenomenon that would be an unforgivable mistake to miss. The sign of Taurus, like a faithful guardian, protects his charges from the bitter truth, hidden from prying eyes. Taurus, known for its commitment to stability, often afraid to leave the usual comfort zone, even for the sake of achieving cherished dreams. However, this is the time to act decisively, without putting your desires on hold. There are 5 key karmic tips that can dramatically change the life of Taurus. You need to stop listening to the voices of skeptics, warning against risks, should ignore the opinion of relatives, accustomed to the malleability of Taurus. You need to boldly go towards their fears, where both frightening and beckons the unknown. It is important to prioritize, as if each day, the last in life. And the most important advice, allow yourself to want more than just stability and predictability. Fate favors Taurus, giving them every opportunity to achieve happiness. However, it is worth remembering that to miss your chance is to lose 12 years of bright, daring and carefree life, which generously gives karma. Therefore, Taurus should dare and ignore those who try to keep them in the mire of outdated moral principles and questionable ethics.